We're Trent Allie, and we have 12 weeks until the baby gets here. Luckily, drywall is almost over.
I remember that person that commented and they were like, every time you open up a box of mud, just take a quarter of it and throw it on the ground because that's where it's gonna end up anyways. I had no idea how correct they would be.
And we are finally getting the hang of it.
Whoa!
Oh, good catch.
Like that?
Oh my
Catch
God.
that on film?
I did. We're working on the roof, the walls, and trying to stay cool. All I care about is moving into this house as soon as possible because I am just hot and getting more and more hot, even though the temperature is going down.
Mm-hmm.
Just not in my body. And getting one step closer every day.
You got some pancake batter on your hat.
Ooh, that's dry.
Oh boy.
It's been there a while.
Good morning, guys. We are getting off to a great start this morning. We have some renewed motivation. It's a gorgeous sunny day. It's been sprinkling and kind of thundering the last couple days, which we really need. So we're excited that the mountain hasn't caught on fire this summer. Hopefully that stays that way. And everything seems to be green and beautiful. And I think we've hit the peak of heat. So hopefully this week is when it should start to turn a little bit cooler, which I'm so excited about because the heat has been, I think, the biggest thing that's affected me this pregnancy so far. I just get so out of breath and so dizzy and so overheated because my body can't regulate its temperature as well. The baby has no way to cool itself down. We're excited that we're kind of past that point. And we did some math this morning. We have 12 weeks until the baby gets here. So in 12 weeks, a lot can happen. This time last year, they had just broke ground. And we did everything from like July until December to get completely dried in. So I think we are in pretty good shape, honestly. It's just that now we have this pressure of really wanting to get in as soon as possible before the baby gets here. So we're excited. We've got our heads down, we're focused, we're motivated, and I think, hopefully, we could make it.
On this road that I am on, I gotta stay here for some time.
You want ice cream?
Yes. I was gonna say it looks like bird poop, but ice cream, bird poop, same thing. How's it going up there?
Good, I think I'm done.
You're done?
Oh, I gotta do the sunroom and then I gotta sort on the corner stuff.
Okay. Looking pretty wally in here.
It's only 11 a.m.
Cool, but honestly, it helps though that it's not boiling hot out today, doesn't it?
Couldn't tell. It's still pretty warm up here. The higher you get in the house, like the higher in elevation in the house, the warmer it gets. And it's pretty warm up here.
Those ceiling fans are gonna make a big difference.
Huge. Plus, we're gonna have air conditioning. No questions asked.
He made it, Lisa. He made it. Yes, he made it.
You're such a good dog.
All right.
All right, let's do these walls.
Coat one of flat seams complete.
How's it going?
So good.
That's good.
I'm so over these screws.
To be our toilet brush.
This one here?
Yeah.
I hope you're kidding.
I'm kidding.
I've been holding it in my mouth.
The last seam of the entire house, almost done by the very professional Trent and Brandon. Never coming to a house near you.
Hopefully. Hopefully this is the only house we ever have to come to.
Put your yoga in while you do some mudding.
Just a little hip flexor exercise. Extremely dangerous.
Gotta keep it loose.
Okay, that's it.
Finito!
Ugh. Finito a la round uno. Now I have to do the little corner box
Okay.
and run it through all the corners.
All
And
right.
if I finish that today, that will officially be the first coat of mud. And I think we're only doing 2 coats of mud and some sanding. And if it doesn't look beautiful after that, it's never going to.
There's been a pretty steep learning curve with mudding and taping and using some of the tools. And the flat box on the flat seams was definitely a hurdle that we had to overcome. And now we have the exact same issue with the corner seams. So there's a different type of, it's not a flat box, it's a corner box
Corner box.
in the corner seams.
It's hard.
And it's hard.
Easy thing to do.
It just takes a little bit of practice.
Pumping this thing up is gonna be a pain in the butt.
You got some pancake batter on your hat.
Ooh, that's dry.
Oh boy.
We are making a mess pretty much everywhere, but the walls look really good. The ceilings look really good. So it's mostly just the floors and their bodies that are getting completely destroyed.
Look at all this goo on the ground.
No!
Stop it, Julia. Stop with that. It's not a puma.
Gorgeous.
These sucks, man. Alright, let's paint it.
Are we done?
I feel like I want to be done. We're like 80% of the way done with the first coat of mud, the first skim coat over the tape, and the first coat on the corner beads.
Nice.
And it's starting to come together. It looks really nice. There's
Yeah.
like some small imperfections, which is to be expected in the first coat. Once we're done with the first coat, we can start on the second coat. And you're probably supposed to do a bunch of coats, but I think we're just gonna do 2 coats. And then we're gonna go and like maybe touch up some imperfections, paint it, and I'm never gonna think about it again. And next time, I'm probably gonna hire it out.
Dang.
It's not my best. It's definitely not my worst. What's up?
You've abandoned the corner box.
There's just a lot of corners in here that are, like when you come around this corner, there's like a lot of corners around this corner. There's like, probably like 12 little 1 to 2 foot inside corners right here. So it just makes more sense. And also, I don't know, I mean, obviously there's a learning curve with these tools. And I'm not past that learning curve yet. And when I watch videos of people use these, Like when I watch people use the flat boxes, they just like walk by with the flat box and it's done.
Wow.
Like they don't have to get the knife out and like smooth it out afterwards.
Wow.
So I'm basically just like using these advanced tools just to like put the mud on the wall quickly, which I think is still saving time, but not exactly what I had in mind. You know what?
Whatever gets it done, right?
That's part of the learning process. It's just having a lot of fun.
That looks really good.
Don't concentrate on it, might not happen again.
Slowly turning into the Pillsbury Doughboy.
I'm literally like, it's just falling off. There's so much of it on there that it like dries up and falls off. Also, I remember that person that commented and they were like, every time you open up a box of mud, just take a quarter of it and throw it on the ground because that's where it's gonna end up anyways. And I had no idea how correct they would be. There's literally little pancakes all over the entire house.
I was going around and scraping all of the dried pieces off of the ground to try to like help clean up and keep it clean in here. And I just like scrape up 10 and like 20 more fall down from what Trent and Brandon are doing. So it's like not even worth it until everything is dried and over with to clean up in here.
But it looks good.
Dang it, I didn't do these 3 seams. I set the ladder up and did those ones and then I never did these.
Oh.
We've still got some seams to do.
Oh.
Just rammed that into our new corner piece.
Yeah.
Doing that.
That coat is fully done on all of the flat seams, the corner seams, the window, everywhere that needs to be remudded has been remudded. That coat is drying and there's a little bit of time left in the day, so we are switching gears completely.
We've done enough drywall for today. We've got the first coat of everything on the drywall and I'm not happy with how it turned out, but I'm happy that it's done. And now we're gonna come over here and we actually have all of the things we need to finish our roof. The parts actually showed up and early to boot. So we're gonna try and get a couple of these panels knocked out. We got maybe like 40 minutes. See how many we can get done.
Thought you'd be the one for me. Won't you tell me how you feel? I shared my dream with you until the morning. Everybody else have done it right. Coming out to see me try. Yes, I turn away and cry. You run up to me and take my hand. I wish you were the one who made me whole. And
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm tired.
I got done working and I came in here and Allie is just trying to stay cool. It's like not that hot today actually. What is it? It's only like 75 degrees outside, but it's like warm in the trailer. It's pretty warm outside and we did a lot on the drywall today. We finished the first coat of skim coating over the tape, all the corner seams, all the joints, basically everything has its first layer of mud. Tomorrow, we're gonna start on the second layer of mud. Oh, and we finished the sunroom roof. Well, kind of. We still have to put some of the trim around the edges to finish it, but we got all the panels put on.
One step closer. All I care about is moving into this house as soon as possible because I am just hot and getting more and more hot, even though the temperature is going down.
Mm-hmm.
Just not in my body. All right, it's been such a long day. We are exhausted, but that is not gonna stop us from making something delicious for dinner. I'm super excited because tonight we're having a meal from Green Chef, and Green Chef is the sponsor of today's video. Green Chef is a USDA certified organic company that makes eating well easy and affordable, with plans to fit every lifestyle, including vegan, keto, vegetarian, and paleo. They use high-quality, clean ingredients you can trust that are seasonally sourced for peak freshness, and their recipes are quick and easy, with step-by-step instructions, tips, and photos to guide your cooking.
All right, my love. Dinner is served.
Oh my gosh. I absolutely love Green Chef. They make these like pretty complex meals that are super easy to make, but they're delicious. They've got great flavor profiles. I cannot wait to try this one. So if you guys want to try Green Chef, and you totally should, you can click the link in our description, or you can go to greenchef.us and use code Trent and Allie 100 at checkout, and you'll get $100 off, and you get free shipping. Thanks again to Green Chef for sponsoring today's video. I'm gonna dig in now. What's up, guys, and good morning. It was a crazy night last night. Let me just say, it rained so hard that I was having flashbacks from Central America. Not only that, we were having pretty gnarly lightning storm, and there was like at least one or two that were like probably within like a quarter mile of our house, which is scary because it's really dry here and lightning strikes can light things on fire. So we were like, is there a fire outside? Like, should we go outside and see if there's a fire so we can get out of here? It was really intense, and we didn't sleep very well. And then we woke up this morning, and we posted one of our videos where we were doing the mudding and the pre-filling of the cracks before I taped. And a lot of people think that I'm an idiot, and that's fine. And they think that I should man up and hire a drywall crew. And that's not going to happen because we're going to be doing this project.
And we're almost done.
And well, now we're almost done. But when you guys are seeing me pre-fill the cracks, it's a little bit in the past. And yeah, drywall is not fun. But I'm going to be glad when drywall's over, and I'm going to be proud that we actually did it. And that's what really matters. It's not about getting the house done as fast as possible. Like, yes, the baby needs to have a house to come home to, but we want to do it. So today, I put on new clothes.
Wow.
Because the last ones were so grody that
Bold.
when I would get things on my hand, I wouldn't even have anywhere to wipe my hands because my clothes were so grody. But we're going to go in there and we're going to start putting the second coat of floating mud over the seams and our second skim coat. And we're going to do an excellent job. And by the time that is done, we're going to sand and we're going to call it a day.
Yay!
Whether it looks good or not. Anyway, Lika's been bothering us to go outside, and I gotta wait until I'm dressed and I can take her out because she's gonna be super muddy. And we're just gonna have to go straight into the house, and it's gonna be a mucky, mucky mess today. Well, let's get started.
When Trent said it rained last night, it monsooned, it downpoured for like an hour. Both of us were just awake and hoping that the shelter logic wouldn't blow away and that we wouldn't sail away because of how much water and wind and thunder and lightning there was. And this morning everything is nice and calm, but there's huge mud puddles everywhere. The ground is a soupy mess. And the trees are much happier, which is great. We really need the water, so I'm not upset about that, but it was intense last night.
It's just looking more and more like a house. You are flying with that thing.
Yeah, I'm still very angry with it. Doesn't exactly work the way I want it to, really, ever.
We've been doing drywall for a little while now, and it's cool to see the progress, the learning curve. Obviously, we're not professionals still by any means, but it's going much faster. It's looking really good. We're almost done, and I think we're gonna be happy with how it turns out.
I'm feeling pretty good. Like I do think that the seams are turning out pretty well. All of the like tapered seams, I have no concerns about whatsoever. It's really like the butt joints that are hard because you have to like build it up and like really do a good job of like feathering it out. And some of them are coming out pretty easy and some of them aren't. And I'm just starting to realize that when we're done, we might not like it as much as we thought we would, but I think it will be fine.
We'll be done, and that's what'll matter.
We'll be done, and that's the most important part. You're exactly right.
One thing that's become super annoying over the past couple weeks is that I have this recurring, consistent, painful joint pain. At first I thought it was sciatica, but I've done a little bit more research and I think it's SI joint pain, sacroiliac joint pain, which is kind of like where your hip connects to your pelvis area by your sacrum. It's like your butt bones basically. And there's just a lot of like movement and growth and changing happening during pregnancy. And so it's a really common issue to have. And there's a couple stretches that you can do to help alleviate it, but there's nothing to really cure it until you just like have the baby. So I've been trying to like do figure 4 stretches, just like kind of like this, to like open up my hip joints a little bit. Pigeon pose, which is becoming a little bit more uncomfortable because it's harder and harder for me to lower myself onto my legs, like forward, and it's just really annoying. It's hard to walk sometimes. It's like really painful to go up and down stairs, and it's aggravated by exercise. So it's really counterproductive because they want you to exercise during pregnancy because it's important to stay fit and healthy and active. It's good for you. It's good for the baby. It's helpful during your delivery. But the more I exercise, the more painful it gets. It's just like bone on bone rubbing. It feels so painful. So I'm trying to just like remember to take a couple deep breaths during the day when it starts to get really bad and just take some time to stretch and remember that this too shall pass. This is a very wanted pregnancy. I'm very grateful. I'm really excited to have a baby. But there are a lot of issues that come with being pregnant that people just kind of sweep under the rug. And it's hard to ignore, especially when it hurts to walk, which is a pretty big part of your day. So taking a couple deep breaths, then I'm gonna go back inside and help out the guys. Good catch.
Like that?
Oh my
Catch
God.
that on film?
I did. Wow.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if this looks intense. This is so intense. It's like this. It was hard enough to like put the bazooka up here and like get the tape on the wall and like scrape the mud out from underneath the tape. But like holding the hawk and like the 12-inch knife and bouncing on the ladder while trying to like reach out and do this. And I don't know, like, how would the professionals do this? Like with the stairs here, you can't just like have a scaffolding.
Stilts? I don't know.
They would not have stilts this tall.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's like a circus.
Aren't you glad we're not doing this on the ceiling?
I'm so glad. I would literally quit right now. I can barely do it on the ceiling when the ceiling's 8 feet off the ground. I literally have to do the sunroom, like those two seams right there, this seam, and that seam. And we're done in the house.
Nice.
And then we're gonna sand it, and if it looks like lipstick on a pig, then so be it. All right,
Woo!
we did it. Coat number 2 on all of the seams. Still gotta do the corner beads. That's gonna be tomorrow, which will be a different video because today is Friday.
Yay!
And so I basically just have to do the corner beads and then we gotta sand,
Okay.
right? Yeah. I think that's it.
So, and then we're done.
And then we're done.
Forever.
Hopefully we won't get done sanding and go, crap, we need to do another coat. But that's very likely. That could definitely happen. So let's not get too excited, too ahead of ourselves. But I think I'm gonna call it a day. We're gonna get these tools cleaned up, and actually I'm gonna step outside and try to kind of fiddle with the trim that goes with the roof, because we did get all the roof panels put on yesterday, but we need the trim pieces that go on the outsides and on the top. So I'm gonna go open up the trim package and make sure we got everything.
Nice.
This is the stuff we were missing.
Oh, that's it. It looks.
Just this flimsy little piece of nothing. Okay.
Okay, what do you need?
I need a helper.
I'm ready. It's gonna be ugly? No! Oh my gosh, so much progress today and such an incredible turn of events. The flat seams are done. And,
Flat seams are done.
They look really good. We're gonna wait for them to dry fully, obviously. We have a little bit of sanding to do, but not a ton.
Yeah.
It should be good.
I think it'll look pretty good from a 10-foot distance, and that's about the standard that I'm going for right now.
That's good.
Also, we did get a lot of the roof finished, so I did get one of the side pieces on for the trim that goes on there, and I got all the panels done yesterday, so
Yeah.
big progress on the roof, huge progress on drywall. It's been a heck of a day. If you guys enjoyed coming along on this adventure, don't forget to show us by giving us a big thumbs up on today's video. Consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already.
Thanks again to Green Chef for sponsoring today's video. Click the link in our description to check them out.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Adios!